So you don't have an overlock machine or a serger, don't worry, this is all you need. Yes, lovely. You need this presser foot. It's called a hem and lock presser foot. It's also called a cut and hem presser foot, and some people call it a side cutter presser foot. This presser foot is specifically made for ZigZag sewing machines. Yes, if your sewing machine just does straight stitches, it's not for you. So this is the way it looks like. If you're familiar with a walking foot, it looks like this, okay? But no, this is not a walking foot. This is a hem and lock presser foot. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use this presser foot to turn your sewing machine into a serger or an overlock machine. So if this is what you're interested in, don't go anywhere, lovely. Hey lovelies, this is Annie with Annie Marie. If you're new here, you're welcome. Do well to subscribe to our channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. So here we have this hem and lock presser foot. It's also called a cut and hem presser foot, while some people call it a side cutter presser foot. This presser foot comes in different ways, okay, from different brands. There are some that come with a yellow and orange package, while this is like this. Now I chose this particular brand because I feel that it gives more details, more instructions and everything, and I just left it in the pack because I really want to show you how it comes and how you can use it. But I've used this several times and it's very good. Now this is for ZigZag sewing machines. If your sewing machine is a straight sewing machine, it doesn't have any other stitches, you cannot use it, okay? So you can use it on a domestic sewing machine and also any kind of electronic sewing machine. Now if you open it, it comes out like this. It comes well packaged and it comes with instructions. Now this is something you guys know I love about some manufacturers. Now when you're making something for consumers, you need to give detailed instructions on how to use them. So this comes with good instructions. All right, this is the way it looks. This is the underside. You can see it's not complicated, it's just smooth. All right, now this place right here hooks onto your needle bar, all right, so that it will move up and down with the needle bar. All right, it's really very easy to fix. I will show you how to use it on your machine. It just goes up and down with it, and now it has this hook or this teeth that attaches itself to the needle bar, okay, just the way you attach every other presser foot. Now this is the blade. You can see a knot is holding this blade. All right, this is where it cuts while the other side just does the hemming. Now this gave me the impression that this blade can actually be changed. All right, now this is where the fabric goes under the presser foot, the part that is being hemmed, the part that is being sewed, while the other one goes to the other side. All right, the one that is being cut off. So the fabric goes right under here, while the one that is being cut off goes this side, okay? Right, first of all, let's go through the manual that came with it. Yes, it came with some instructions. Now when you get this presser foot, all you have to do is to dedicate some time to read through the instructions. All right, it's very straightforward and very simple, and I love what they did here, okay? Everything that you need to know is right here. All right, every single thing that you need to know, and it will also go as far as telling you the sewing machines that you can use it on. If you have a straight sewing machine, it's not going to work. Vintage sewing machines is not going to work. Industrial sewing machines are definitely not going to work. It needs to be a ZigZag sewing machine. All right, so every instruction is right here, which is very good. Bravo to the manufacturer. Now the first thing you need to do is to get the fabrics that you want to use. Now let me tell you something. This cuts right through canvas, denim, cotton, all kinds of fabric, which is a good thing. So I have two pieces of canvas fabric. I'm going to show you two ways you can use this, because my sewing machine comes with overcasting stitches. So I'm going to be doing two different overcasting stitches for you. You can use zigzag stitch. All right, very good. So now I'm just trying to do a straight stitch right now, just to hold the two layers of the fabric together before we do our overlock. Remember, it's like you just sewn your two seams and you're trying to overlock it, okay? So I'm just trying to do the same. Not that I'm going to really follow the stitch line, right? So I have my two layers of canvas fabric right now, and what we're going to do is to remove our presser foot. Yes, we need to change this presser foot into our hem and lock. All right, so I'm going to be using this This screw is lovely. It came with my sewing machine. If yours didn't come with something like this, then you can use your normal screwdriver. But believe me, this one is so convenient because it's short and my arms and my fingers can reach very well to the presser foot. All right, so I'm going to remove it now and attach this one. So I'm going to use my hook. I'll try as much as possible not to use my hands to block the camera, and I'll loosen it out. Now, one thing with loosening this presser foot is very easy. Once I use this screw to just turn it, it will just loosen up. Okay, I'll just use my hand to unscrew it. All right, so I've done that now, and I'm just using my hand to unscrew the rest of it. Now remember, this is a low shank machine, and it has this snap-on adapter that clicks or snaps onto our presser foot. So two of them goes. Everything needs to go. All right, you just need your needle bar. Now you keep your knots very carefully because you'll be using it to fix this presser foot. Now my trick is attach it from the left side, from the neck side of your machine. All right, from this side that I'm just pointing in, not the outside part. Okay, from the right side, from the right side and not the left side, and it needs to hold onto this needle bar. So the first place I attach it is the needle bar first. That open teeth needs to hold onto the needle bar, and then I'll complete it by adjusting it under my needle. Okay, another thing is, please thread your needle before adding this presser foot. Trust me, threading your needle when you're finished attaching this presser foot is a bit difficult. Okay, so make sure that you threaded your needle, and I'll show you how you will complete this process. You can see what I'm doing right now. After making sure that the teeth grabs hold of the needle bar, the pulley that goes up and down, I am adjusting the rest. You can see what I did now. So I took my thread and I passed it right through that opening where the needle goes through. Okay, and I'm using the knot now to attach it. If you didn't see this place properly, please, you can still zoom it out to see exactly what I did. All right, but trust me, you need to thread your needle before attaching this presser foot. It's very easy to attach. Just make sure that the teeth grabs onto that needle bar, the first part of it, okay, where you turn to hold on to your needle, and then you now adjust it on the needle plate. It's just very easy. We're done. Okay, we've attached it. Now another thing is, when you feel you don't have enough clearance to pass your fabric, all you have to do is to raise your presser foot to the highest level. Just see what I'm doing now. You can see when you raise it the first time, it won't give you that clearance. Raise it the second time to the highest level and it will give you that clearance. Okay, that is one thing about this presser foot. All right, another thing is, your zigzag width shouldn't pass 5 millimeters. Yes, even in the instruction, it's boldly written there that it shouldn't be more than 5 millimeters. So please go through the instruction. Okay, whatever stitch you're using, if you're using the decorative overcasting stitches in your machine, if you're using zigzag stitches, let the stitch width not be more than 5 millimeters. Now I'm going to be setting my stitch length also to be not more than 4 millimeters. Yes, your stitch length should not be more than 4 millimeters. It should be between 1 to 4. All right, and then the width shouldn't be more than 5 millimeters. All right, now there is this technique. Of course, you can see you need to cut the fabric. Just look down there, you will see it. You have to cut the fabric by 1 cm to 2 cm, but I found out that 2 cm is the sweet spot. Whenever you slit the fabric 2 centimeters, it will allow you to go under the presser foot conveniently. Now it will even give you the instructions on how to boycott and troubleshoot difficulties. Now I'm going to be cutting the fabric 2 centimeters in. Okay, we're talking about that seam that you want to overlock. All right, I found out that 2 centimeters work. Some people do 1/2 inch, which is not bad. All right, but just make sure it's not more than 0.75 inch. Anything more than that, I think you're just overdoing it. So I've cut it now 2 cm. Now this is the trick I use. Instead of just leaving it the way they told me, I cut off this edge completely, because I found out that it makes it easier to push it under the presser foot. Let me show you what I mean. The place I cut off completely is where the blade will continue cutting. This part right here will go under the presser foot from this place. Yes, and then this other part will go above the blade. This is the part that it will continue cutting while hemming it, okay, while giving us that overcasting stitch. Let me put it in so that you know exactly what I mean. And remember what I said, make sure your needle gets a good clearance. When you don't do more than 5 millimeters in width, just set your needle so that it won't hit the presser foot. Okay, so use your hand wheel, turn it down and up to make sure that it clears it off. Okay, once you're sure that your needle can go through, then just start stitching. I've done this before, so I'm not going to do the whole hand wheel stuff again. So you can see what I did. You can see what I'm doing now. This first part goes right in, and the place I cut off completely is where the blade will continue cutting it. Do you see where the blade is? This place you're seeing the knot, that's where the blade is. All right, this is where the blade will continue cutting down, and that place the blade is cutting is where the stitches are going to be formed. All right, and you start slowly. You can see the way my needle is going zigzag way. You can see it. Start slowly. Do not speed up. All right, I'm just fast forwarding it here, so I'm not really speeding. Okay, and you can see this is this overcasting stitch I'm using right here is the one for light fabrics, but you know I'm using 2 layers of canvas here, so but I'm just trying to show you what it can do. I'm not trying to create a perfect stitch. Another thing you have to check is your tension. You set the stitch tension. Okay, if it doesn't look very good, if it looks wobbly, you can change your tension. Okay, just tighten it up to make it look good, just the way you can set your normal zigzag. All right, and this is the way it looks. I'm going to show you another type of overcasting stitch that you can use here. I'm not really going to be doing a zigzag stitch, okay, because my machine has overcasting stitches, but this can be used for a zigzag stitch. All right, now let's use this one again. Remember, cut 2 centimeters down the line, and then raise your presser foot. Make sure this first part goes right under the presser foot, and the blade is exactly where you cut off the fabric, because it needs to continue where you cut the fabric with your scissors. Okay, and guide your fabric. This is another thing. All right, you can notice I wasn't really guiding it properly. When you don't guide it properly, the cut is not going to be on a straight line. It's going to be wobbly. Yes. Okay, just guide your fabric. Okay, guide the fabric. The blade is going to be cutting it, and the stitches will be going on. You can see the stitches. You can see what it's doing. There is a finger right under this needle. Okay, when it's doing the zigzag, it will be going over that finger. All right, just see the way the needle is going left, right. You can see it's going over that finger. Okay, so go slowly and gently. It will do the work for you. This presser foot is very good. It turns your sewing machine into a serger. Trust me. All right, it's really, really good. Okay, and another thing is you can leave off a thread tail and tie it off at the end of it if you're not doing back stitching. This is it. I mean, this is good. Okay, so you, my friend, can turn your sewing machine into a serger and into an overlock machine. Just make sure you get your tension right and you get your stitches right, and you are good to go. Okay, so this is good. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, share your thoughts at the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Until later, lovelies.